Buenos dias, muchachos y muñecas. It's your boy Tizz5x. Now, for those of y'all who don't know me, I'm an artist, I am a fighter, and I'm a luchador. Now, how do you get all three of those things in one? Well, normally you don't, but I'm not normal. Okay. Now, for those of you who don't know me, I'm going to give you a little bit of background on myself, okay? So basically, you all pretty much probably found me through Instagram some way, shape, or form, okay? So I started my Instagram as an artist about 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I got real serious with it. Uh, Now, I've been drawing my whole life, okay? And that growing up was primarily my goal to be an artist, draw comic books. I love comic books, love the genre. Now, being a runt growing up, I never played sports, any sports, basketball, baseball, none of that shit. I tried it, but I was never good at it. So I was always drawn to combat sports because I always wanted to be able to defend myself, okay? So I got into martial arts, all different forms, taekwondo, hapkido, judo, and jujitsu was primarily what taekwondo and hapkido was primarily what I did most of my life growing up. As I got older, I got into those other forms. I also did a little bit of boxing, kickboxing. I love combat sports. I just, that's my shit. But growing up, I also watched wrestling. Okay. But because I wasn't big growing up, I was very small. And anytime I tried to get anywhere close to wrestling, that was always like people would say, "Oh no, that's not for you. That's not something that you'd be able to do." And there was no wrestling schools or anything like that. So there was even like I was going to learn that outside, but karate, all that other shit was right there for me. So I gravitated to that. Um, so now I say all that to say this because talking to you guys was something that I kind of did pretty often until about 2 months ago. And that's when my car shit the bed. My water pump, my timing belt went while I was driving in North Carolina to see my father, and basically my engine blew. I had to get an engine replacement, which cost me $3,100. So for 2 months, I've been broke as fuck, just paying for this car. I haven't been able to train. I haven't been able to go to the gym. I haven't been able to do anything. I've basically been almost confined to working, paying bills, and coming in the house. I went to one wrestling show, actually two wrestling shows in the past 2 months when I used to go to wrestling shows probably about two a weekend. So life has been very rough for me. I've taken a lot of losses lately, what I'm saying, even before the car. Before the car, I had a condo, I was renting it out. During the pandemic, my landlord sold the condo within a month. So I had to throw all my shit in storage and move, right? So there you have that. All my shit's in storage and I moved. But I moved with a buddy of mine at the time who never told me that we were living on a 6 month lease. Okay, so I moved to a town like a half an hour away from my job, no bus route, no train route, and I'm living on a 6 months lease that I don't even know about. Okay, I'm thinking it's year to year. So right after the pandemic, my landlord, the landlord tells him, because I'm not even on the lease, tells him they're gonna move in another direction. They're gonna sell. I mean, they're gonna start renting it out because it was from a church. They're gonna start renting it out to the pastors, the visiting pastors. Okay, cool. I have no problem with that. But I'm homeless now. Okay, and my shit's in storage, so now I gotta move back with my mom. Okay, I gotta move back with my mom now. Okay, so now I'm in the room. I'm living with my mom, and just a minute ago, my fucking my car goes. Okay, so now my car goes. They tell me I have to give them $800 a week to pay this off, or they're going to start charging me storage fees. Because mind you, my car's in Maryland and I live in Connecticut. Okay, so now I'm giving them all this money, but I have other bills to pay too. I have all this shit in the storage unit that's super expensive at this point. I gotta let them take the storage unit. Okay, so I had trophies in there. I had videotapes. I had comic books in there. I had my bedroom set in there. My diploma was in there. All types of shit was in there. So I pretty much lost everything in the past 2 years. Okay? I lost everything in the past 2 years. So basically, all I have right now to my possessions is my car and my everything that I have in this room right now. Okay? I say that to say this because I usually post, and I'm going to continue to post motivational Mondays. Okay, that's something I've been doing for a while. I don't remember when I started, but I say that to say that I live by motivational Monday. Okay, I live by motivational Monday. Like those quotes aren't things that I just post up there for people to get inspiration by, and that is one of the main reasons. But those are things I listen to and I take to heart as in my journey to get where I'm trying to get to. You know, taking all these losses and keeping and staying positive and keep pushing. That's a skill I had to learn to develop. You know, it's tough to try to be positive when there's so many fucking clouds. But at the end of the day, you know, growing up, I was always around older people. And those older people, you know, even if their lives were great, because I never really met somebody who really made it to the mountaintop, but even if their life was great, they always had regrets of not following their dreams, not following their passions because life got too hard and they just stopped keeping it pushing. You know what I'm saying? Like they said to themselves, like, yo, shit's hard right now and I got a kid, so I'm not gonna do this anymore. You know, I shouldn't be trying to be a skateboarder because, you know, I need to get a real job. You know, like things got too hard for people and they kind of folded, you know, and life has a way of doing that to you. So, you know, I feel like if you keep a good support system around you, keep the negativity away from you and then just focus on your goals, there's only one thing, animo. You know what I'm saying? Like solo una cosa, animo. You're gonna get what you want. You're gonna get what you going for in the end. In the end there's gonna be that celebration, you know. And so that's why I post those motivational Mondays, because I want, you know, through watching me develop, other people can see that, you know, if I do that, if I put that same energy into myself, who's to say what I can't accomplish, you know? So that's it, you know what I mean? And, you know, I didn't mean to ramble a little bit, but because I've been meaning to show more of what I do outside of wrestling and outside of Instagram, because like before I was wearing this mask, I accomplished a lot of different things. I've made a lot of friends, I've been to a lot of places, and now that wrestling is a part of my journey and I'll be able to implement those people and those things into wrestling, I feel like it's going to be an awesome journey for other people to see as well. So I felt like this was a good how you say, introduction to myself to people that just jump in and kind of was like, who the fuck is this dude? You know what I'm saying? Because as far as everybody out here knows, it's like, oh, they don't know what to think. They, you know what I'm saying? They're just, they don't know if I'm a worker. They don't know if I'm a fan. You know what I'm saying? When I go to the West Coast, I get love. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's home to me. You know what I'm saying? Out, even though I was born out here, I feel like I started my journey out there. So that being said, I feel like I gotta get I gotta get here on board. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get the East Coast on board. You know what I'm saying? And in the past 2 years, I've made a lot of friends that I feel like are good people, and I feel like I want to help them on their journeys as well. You know, because they've shown me nothing but love and support, and I'm gonna do nothing but the same for them. So y'all know who y'all are, and y'all will be highlighted very very soon. But in the meantime, in between time, I am out of here, and I will talk to y'all soon. So until next time, saddle, miado, animo.